Buenos dias, cockbites. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Skip that. Skip that. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Ba 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 da 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 na 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 da 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 na 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 da na 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 da na 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 ba 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 da 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 I fucking love Halo. This game's the best. The series is awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. Alright, so normal difficulty. So anyway, if you didn't pick up from there, Halo is easily one of my favorite series of games ever. Like, I've played every game except Halo Wars, but I know the story of that. I've read every book written except for a couple of the comics and the latest in the Kilo 5 trilogy, Moral Dictator, but I bought that a couple of days ago and I've started reading it and it's fucking great. But this game, this is if not one of the best sci-fi series ever, certainly one of the, like, it's just, oh, I love it so much.
I think we both know the answer to that.
Yeah. So this is easily one of the most iconic games of this era, basically. You know, like, the early days have Tetris and Pong. Later on, you got Mario and your early Zeldas, and then eventually it comes to more recent years, and we've got Halo, and it's just so good.
On the far side of the planet.
So, where do we start?
And needless to say, as comes from reading every single book and watching all the Halo Legends and the movies and everything out there that I can get my grubby hands on, I know a lot about the Halo universe.
Back up to Combat Alert Alpha.
Okay,
Everyone at this station.
so,
Everyone, sir?
just to clarify, this is the Pillar of Autumn, one of the UNSC's best ships. The UNSC is the United Nations Space Command. It's basically the majority of humanity's military presence in the greater galaxy. And they've just come from Reach, which is humanity's primary military world, which has just been attacked by the Covenant. The Covenant are a religious order of about 8, yes, 8, I think. Elites, grunts, jackals, hunters, prophets, drones, brutes, and engineers. Yeah, that's 8. Okay, so anyway, they're a religious order, and they believe that humanity's existence is an affront to their gods. I'll go into that later at some point, probably. Anyway, Pillar of Autumn is the ship. It's escaped from Reach, which has been attacked by the Covenant. Reach was like the last bastion before Earth. This is Sergeant Johnson. He's like the best guy ever.
When we meet the enemy, we will rip their skulls from their spines and toss them away, laughing.
Yeah.
All right, Marine? Sir, yes, sir.
What he says there varies depending on the difficulty. I believe if you say, if you go legendary, he says, I don't care if this giant ring is God's own personal anti-son of a bitch machine or just a giant outer space hula hoop, but we're not letting the Covenant get their grimy hands on it. And that's one of my favorite lines in any game ever. And now we meet our hero.
Sure? Right. Let's thaw him out.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do that.
Low-level systems online. Cracking the case in 30 seconds.
Thus begins the legend.
He's hot. Blowing the pins in 5.
Oh, this game is. Okay. This
Sorry for the quick thaw, Master Chief. Things are a little...
is Spartan 2 John 117 Master Chief Petty Officer. And he is a certified badass to end all badasses.
Thank you, sir.
I'm bringing your health monitors online, sir.
Oh, there we go. That's our health bar.
Vital signs look normal. No freezer burn. Okay, sir. Go ahead and climb out of the cryo tube.
Right, so the Spartans are basically super soldiers.
I gave you a double dose of the wake-up stim. Take a quick
They
walk around
were
the
conscripted as children,
station when you're ready.
put through the training from hell, given all kinds of augmentations, and then
I know the
and then
ordnance
once
really take care of your targeting
and then
system.
once they were adults,
Just
not even adults, like some of their first missions were when they were just teenagers.
Okay, that looks good.
Sir, I'm getting some calibration errors. I'm going to invert your looking pitch, so you can see if you like it better that way. Try targeting the flashing lights again.
Yeah, no one likes inverted.
Is that better?
If
or
you
should I
do-
switch it back? Okay, try looking up and down again, please.
Yep.
You want me to leave it like that, or switch it
Yes, leave it like this.
back? Okay.
The normal way, for normal people.
You can change it yourself later.
Yeah. Okay.
Ready for the energy shield test now.
Alright.
Follow me to the energy shield test station.
Now. So anyway. Spartans, there was about roughly 100 or so kids. After the augmentations, a good third of them, I think at least, didn't take to the process and were badly deformed. So they were like wheelchair bound and like
All right.
they were not fit for any kind of military procedures whatsoever. But the ones that did survive got incredible muscle density, incredible bone density, and they get to wear the Mjolnir armor. The current iteration, the one Master Chief is wearing right now, this is the Mark V.
Recharging normally. We're showing green across the board.
Okie dokie.
Bridge to Cryo 2, this is Captain Key. Send the Master Chief to the bridge immediately.
Captain, we'll have to skip the weapons diagnostics.
On the double, crewman.
Aye, aye, sir. The skipper seems jumpy. We better get moving. We'll find you weapons later.
Okay, I'll leave the self-diagnostics running at least. Oh God, they're turning
Oh.
into the door!
And they come.
Intruders in Cryo 2! Please don't!
Sam! Sam! Come on, we've got to
Oh no, they killed me!
This way!
That's a joke because my name is Sam. Okay, he's dead too. Jump! Oh, okay. There's a helpful guide for which doors you can and can't go through, and that's basically if it's glowing green, you're good. Oh, okay. Guess I'm not going that way. Yeah. It's a little weird that I'm like literally the best. Yeah, there are Australians in this game, and they actually sound Australian, which is weird because often there are people who complain the Australian guides don't sound Australian when they're played by an actual fucking Australian.
Captain Keys.
Yeah, that's the voice of fucking Steve Downs.
Well, Cortana did her best, but we know.
And this is Cortana. She is an AI, a smart AI, based on a cloned brain of Dr. Catherine Elizabeth Halsey, who is the woman who initiated the Spartan program. Now, Cortana is paired with the Master Chief. And the relationship they share is pretty intense. A lot of people try to interpret it as like romantic or even sexual, which is just weird. Because, oh, I want to write my fanfics about Cortana and the Master Chief. No, it's not. They don't want to bone each other. This got nothing to do clearly it by Halo 4, it's clear that they really love each other, but in the way that you love family and friends, because by Halo 4 everyone the Master Chief knows is probably dead. All of them. There were initially probably around 70 fully fledged Spartans, of which the Master Chief is effectively the last. I say effectively because as far as the games are concerned, there are no other Spartans. Spartan 2s still alive. If you read the books and stuff, some of the last remaining Spartans are in fact still alive.
Your architecture isn't much different from the Autumn's.
Don't get any funny ideas.
See? They're already sharing witty banter. Okay. Time to get off this ship. Fight for her. Earth. Yeah. Let's see. For sale. Marine scooters are for squirts. The fuck does that even mean? Alright. And here we go. First Covenant species on the list. These are the grunts, aka Ugnoi.
Those Marines could use some help, Chief. Do what you do best.
Grunts are basically used as cannon fodder because they breed like rabbits on Viagra. As with most Covenant species, they were basically found by the existing Covenant and forcibly conscripted, with the promise that you get to go on the great journey afterwards. Get back here, you fuck. And of course, these friendly bastards, these are the elites, or Sangheli, and they make up the primary military force of the Covenant. They're one of the two original races. It's them and the Prophets. The Prophets don't appear in this game. At least only half of the Covenant races actually appear in Halo 1. The rest are all introduced in Halo 2, except for Engineers, which never appear in one of the main Halo games. Okay, you. Overshield.
They're using our lifeboat airlocks to attach their boarding craft. We go out and they come in. Clever bastards.
Okay.
Go on ahead, Chief. We'll secure this airlock.
Now, I'm going to take this. This is the plasma rifle. As with most plasma weapons, you can't reload these ones. You just use them up till the battery's gone and then find a replacement. Plasma weapons typically are better against energy shields, but human weapons are better against like. Also, they overheat if you fire them too much. Alright. So, yeah, anyway. The Elites and the Prophets are the two original races from the Covenant. They, at first, were warring with each other over control of Forerunner technology, because they believe the Forerunners are gods. Forerunners are an ancient species of alien that were wiped out millions and millions of years ago by some shit that went down, which we'll go into later. Anyway, so typically the Elites would beat the shit out of the Prophets 9 times out of 10 because they are a militaristic race. They know what they're doing when it comes to fighting wars. And the Prophets are basically like lazy.
Keep your head down. There's 2 of us in here now, remember?
Yeah, Prophets are like lazy, living the high life guys. But they have the advantage of controlling a Forerunner ship, which basically put them on level footing. So for some time, it's basically a stalemate, and then they decide, okay, we'll join forces instead of warring with each other, and then in doing so, the Covenant was formed, and then they started systematically finding more and more alien species, and getting them to join. Because basically, with the Covenant, you either join or you get wiped out. They're like the most violent Jehovah's Witnesses ever. Now, where are they? Here we go. Alright, now where are they? Here they are. Crafty little bastards trying to hide in the dark. See how girl that works out for you. You methane breathing shits. Yeah. Grunts don't breathe oxygen, they breathe methane, which is why they wear those little oxygen masks. Actually, on a couple of occasions,
The
seen
life pods are launching. We should hurry. Warning,
seen
blast doors closing.
things where
The Covenant are
people
destroying
kill
the
grunts
life
just
pods.
by squeezing their masks off.
We have to use the ship's maintenance access ways. Follow the nav point. It will lead you to an opening.
Yep. There we go. Yep.
Now.
Let's just... There we go.